Okay, let's get to the point. I know y'all probably heard this sample before. For sure y'all know this sample. Just listen to this. What y'all know about this? Okay, now let's get into the nitty gritty. Oh yeah, that's dope. That's real dope. Okay, let's drop that. Okay, now let's get to work on the sample. Okay, do this quick edit. Drag it to 17. Let's see how it sounds now. Yeah, sound pretty good, but it needs a little bit more work. I just basically mix it down, add a bit of add a bit of little EQ to take out some of the low ends, basically boost up the bass a little bit, and then it basically add another parametric EQ where I took out both the high and the low end, and add a bit of filter and a reverb. So with all that in place, let's see how it sounds. This don't sound bad, but the thing about it too is that I cannot use a sample like this. Yeah, I cannot use a sample like this too because it has too much of the song there basically, and it wouldn't be really like a sample flip if I just, take a blatant part of the song basically and just layer drums over it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try and flip it. I'm gonna try and manipulate it so it sounds different sooner the sample is there. So I'm gonna show you how I do that. Okay, let's see here. Let's see what happens if I try reversing it. Not normalize. Okay, let's add a copy over here just to be safe. Okay, this sounds good. Let's see how it sounds now. Okay, sounds good. Sounds like some horror movie type of stuff, but it's good. Okay, so I'm gonna play it fully so I can let you hear how it sounds now. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That sounds dope. That sounds real dope. That sounds real dope. Already got most of the things done. So any further ado, let's add them drums. Okay, let's layer the hi-hats. Fill each two-step. Okay, let's hear how it sounds now. Let's add the clap. Okay, so I'm gonna try something different. I'm gonna try doing it like this with the advanced fill. Let's see how it works. Okay, this is how the claps are sounding. Let's fix that. Okay, let's fix that. Okay. Okay, now let's hear how it's sounding. Okay, perfect. Okay, let's add the snare. Wait a minute, the hi-hat sounds a bit off. Let's change that. Shoot. You see, when you're doing this, you really gotta pay attention and have focus. Okay, now it should sound properly. Much better. Let's add the crash. Look back at how the beat is sounding so far, I'm not quite satisfied. I'm not really satisfied with the way the sample is sounding with the drum so far. So the thing I'm going to do, and I'm going to add a little bit of melody just to give it, some good vibes, because the sample right there as it is right now isn't good enough. So let's get into that. Before we get into the melody, I have to put the scale of the sample. So the scale of the sample is in D sharp major. Producers, always remember when you work with a sample and want to add everything else to it, make sure you get the scale first before you do anything else. So with that out the way, let's get into the actual melody of the beat. Okay, so for the melody, I'm going to add a bit of pad from Hive, and we're going to be using HS Slow Steel Pad. But let's see what this one is. Nope, we're using a slow steel pad, so let's input the melody. Okay, let's hear how the pad sounds. Okay, and for the pad, I basically added a parametric EQ, cut out a little bit of the low end, and just basically, took down a lot of the treble, basically, so it don't sound too loud. And it did the same thing, but took more of the low end, basically, and took more of the treble and put it towards here. And I just noticed I had to add a little bit of reverb, tau reverb, and I decided to increase it up by minus 0.01 dB. And let's hear how it sounds together with the sample. I add a bit of Rhodes electric piano from Hypersonic. Let's see how that sounds. Let's remove all the drum sounds. Okay, let's hear how it sounds. Let's add a bit of strum to it using the strumizer. Let's see how it sounds now. Let me remove the drums again. Okay, let's see how it sounds. Sounds more realistic. I added a bit of EQ, equalizer basically, and it did the same thing what I did to the pad here. Took out some of the low end basically, took down a lot of the treble, and then I decided to add a bit of tau reverb, 0.1 wet, and decided to adjust the knob mix level by 25%. Let's hear how it sounds now. Oh yeah, sounds beautiful. Okay, the beat has sounded good so far. Let's spice it up even more. Now let's add a bit of guitar in here, and we're going to be using real LPC. So without further ado, let's learn a good guitar pattern. Okay, let's hear how the guitar sounds. I added a bit of EQ and added a bit of tau reverb again, 0.1, but this time I put the mix level at 50, so let's hear how it sounds. And last but not least, we're going to be adding the lead to the chorus, and we're going to be using Hive again, and we're going to be using the lead preset, XS Totally Chill. So let's lay that out right now. Okay, let's hear how it sounds. Okay, now for the mixing of the lead, it did something different here. Because if you listen to how the lead sound right now, like if you listen to it, like if you heard it, you hear that there's a little bit of bass in there. Basically, it don't sound proper. So I had to add a bit of parametric EQ, where it took out a lot of the low end, and basically took out a lot of the treble, and decided to put it under the high mid. And this is how it sounds like. Okay, sounds slightly better, but not all the way there. So I decided to add a bit of Fruity Love filter and set the preset to simple high pass and increase the mix level by decrease the mix level by 25%. So this is how it should sound now. Sounds good. Sounds perfect. But the thing I felt like adding there, I felt like adding a bit of reverb, because you know how much I love my reverb. I decided to add a bit of reverb, because this need like more vibes and stuff. So I put on tile reverb, and I went in the preset dull plate here, like what I did with the other rest of sounds, rest of instruments. I went in the dull plate, and I decided to increase the wetness by 0.1 dB, and I decided, set the mix level to 75%. So this is how it should sound now. And for the lead here also too, I want to add more to the lead basically. So I decided, to make another clone of the lead here, and instead of copy and paste the pattern here. Now what I want to do basically is after the first set of the lead finish, the first part of the lead finish, this is going to be the second part of the lead that's going to come right after. So this is how the second part of the lead sounds. Let me remove the drums. So this is how the other part of the lead gonna sound. Okay, it's time to add the kicks. Okay, sound good. Let's copy that. Okay, let's do that. Okay, let's lower this. Okay. Okay, it's time to add the 808s. Okay, let's see how that sounds. Ooh, okay, that sounds fire. Pretty fire. Okay, so I basically got everything out of the way, basically finished everything basically. So basically, I just layered everything. I layered the drums, the melody, the sample all together. So I'm gonna play and show you how it sounds. So without further ado, let's get into the beat. Y'all hear that guitar? Yeah. Whoo! We just made some fire. Y'all heard that fire? I know y'all heard that fire. So guys, that was it for the video. Basically just, flipped an old school sampler everybody knows, turned to a sick trap beat, later my own melody to it. So that's it for the video. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope y'all enjoyed the cook up as I did in making it. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment on this video if you enjoyed this video, and y'all comment if you want more of these kind of cook up videos. And yeah, let's get it.